Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in this special Ask Me Anything series on the occasion of Teacher Day that we are running. Hi, Ashwin. Hi, Sanjay. Hi, Srinivas. I hope my voice is audible and all of you are able to hear me. You can just put it out in the chat box. And in the meanwhile, when hi Mohan. In the meanwhile, when others join in, I hope all of you are enjoying the free courses that we have offered. Hi, Narsima. Thanks for joining in. Hi, Vijay. Hi, Darshan. It feels nice to catch with everyone. Hi, Kavin. Okay, good to know, Narsima. Right. Thanks. Hi, Akshay. Hi, Yog. I hope all of you are doing well. 2 months to exams, and I will not talk about exams today unless you have some specific questions. It will be more about what you want to ask. Okay, so the forum is yours, and as you ask questions, I have some questions which have come up, to our support, to our fresh desk. That also I'll be taking up. And if you have any specific question, you can feel free to ask. Okay, so again, even in this session, students want to learn and read. Yes, Hari, the videos that you have been accessing are updated for November 22 exams, and there is a separate video for November 22 amendments, provided to you, so you can access that. Hi, Rupa. Okay, so we have some questions. The first question from Vijay, I'd like to take up. And the first one is, tell me about your academic career. Okay, so academics, if you ask about my academic journey, I completed my 10th, had used to be in the top 2, top 3 in the class. In the 10th, I topped the district. Then I moved to Bangalore for my 10 plus 2. And I had an appendix operation then, because of which I had to miss about a couple of months of classes. Right. And at that point of time, I think very few of students know it. I used to watch CNBC. So my uncle used to watch share markets. I used to follow CNBC, and that is when I got attached to this. I had taken up commerce, obviously, but then watching CNBC, Udayan Mukherjee at that point of time, got an attraction towards market, you should say. Okay, so then about in 11th standard, by the time I completed, someone in 12th standard, he got prospectus of CA. It used to be a hard copy. Okay, and that's the first time I actually looked at the syllabus of CA. CA was in my mind because a lot of our relatives had done CA. They used to get a lot of respect in the in the relative circle. Everyone used to look like, okay, look, he's a chartered accountant. He's a chartered accountant. Auditor's signature and all of that. And obviously, being from a business background, was inclined towards commerce and business, and that brought me to commerce. Actually, after my 10th, a lot of my friends and my teachers thought I would take up science and maybe go to Kota and then do engineering and all of that. But then I chose commerce. And then once after 12th, then it was a decision to move to Hyderabad and do CA and BCom, and then it continued there on. Right, after that, you can follow my career, what I've done after that. Okay, so what made me choose CA? I think I covered in that. A lot of relatives. One of my brother, my mom's sister's son, actually, he's also a CA. My uncle is a CA. My a couple of other cousins on the maternal side as well as on the parental side, they are CA. So because of that respect that they used to command, right? And even today, like if you are a chartered accountant, you command that respect, and that is what made me attracted towards this course. And also, they used to say it's difficult. In fact, yeah, one thing, somebody asked me, something which I don't say to generally people don't know about it. My 11th standard, whoever taught me accounts, okay, so she told me that CA may not be your cup of tea because you are not hardworking. Okay, I was actually very casual about my studies and all of that. So she made it a point that if you study like this, you will never be able to do CA. So be careful before deciding. My principal at school told me, It is easy to get in. It's a 5.5 years commitment. It is very difficult to get out. So please, Suraj, please be careful what you are choosing. So that was the background with which I entered into CA. But by God's grace, the efforts paid off, and the results were there. So that way. Okay, then Sumanjali, welcome. We are happy that you're enjoying it. Which is your favorite subject? Mathematics is my favorite subject, followed by accounting. I have a question. How do you know you want to teach accounts? Yes, so I used to take care of my, my dad's business accounting. Not take care actually. I used to go through whatever accounting he used to do. It was a single entry system. I have mentioned about this in my classes also. Okay, and being from a business background, uh, it happens. I don't know how, but you are attracted towards commerce and accounting. As I told you, I like mathematics. That was my favorite subject. I used to teach mathematics also, and accounting is an extension of mathematics, and that is where it has become my choice of teaching. I used to enjoy a lot. And one thing a lot many of my students don't know is in my CA final preparation, I never did a complete solution to a question when I was preparing for my exams. It used to always be like, okay, I'll do this, and it is done. Okay, then coming up, okay, introduction is done. Then I have registered provisionally for November 22. MCS is not uploaded. But if you have completed the, training, then that should not be a problem. Articleship, Big Four, mid-size, whichever is better. It depends on personal choice. Big Four will demand a lot of effort from your side. You may not get time to prepare enough. Okay. You also will get a varied exposure. Ultimately, it depends, who is your manager, who is the partner under whom you are working. That decides whether it's a Big Four or a mid-size firm. That is what will decide. And I think we have a very detailed video on that. You can do it. Special thanks from Nandita. Welcome, Nandita. Are you from Bangalore? Okay, so this is something which a lot of my students would not know. I was born in a place called Dandeli in Karnataka. Okay, I have roots in Rajasthan. My grandfathers and they all are from Rajasthan, and my father has a business in Nepal. So from till my 10th standard, I was there. Then for my plus two, I was with my uncle in Bangalore. Then for my BCom, I came to Hyderabad. I stayed with my mom's sister. My mom is from Hyderabad. Okay, and I was with her for 5 years with their family actually. They had a very important role to play in my career. And then I moved to Mumbai for my job. After working there, again I came back to Hyderabad, with my friends, and we started Indigo. So that is my brief. Okay, so abroad opportunities, I think this is not the right forum to discuss about abroad opportunities. I think we can have a separate session on that. How to revise subjects effectively before the examination and day before examination. So, Varshini, I would again, suggest, let's keep it personal. This is a, we'll have revision sessions. We'll have how to approach the exams separately. So I would pass that question for now, because I think this is more about you trying to, we trying to build a personal bond actually, right? Okay. What is memorable moment in C articleship? So I have a lot of memorable moments, right from my boss telling me that, Suraj, if you work like this, we'll get into losses. You're spending too much of time, and there are a few moments which I still remember. One of them was, where I saw for the first time someone debiting personal expenses to the share capital account. Okay, he was an accountant, and that was really interesting. That opened my eyes as to what kind of accounting can people do, and what is the need of chartered accountants. Then one very incident which actually I relate a lot, and I've learned a lot from that incident is, I was auditing one trust, and in that trust they had accrued interest. Okay, so you have this accrued interest, right? Accrued interest as an asset in the balance sheet, and then they also were booking income as and when they received. Okay, and when I was tallying the accrued interest with the total fixed deposit, it was not matched. So later on we figured out that they had accounted as income in the year of accrual, and they have accounted for income in the year of receipt, and everything was a mess. Okay, so that is what, and that is one thing which I like. And then there have been moments where I mastered my Excel during articleship. I used to extract invoice numbers and all from the narration given in the journal entries. So that is one thing, and we used to have a lots of fun in articleship. So it used to be like when our principal was not around, okay, and we used to make so much of noise, so much of hangama at office that the offices nearby used to come and say, oh, so today boss is not there, let him come back, we'll take care of it, right? So that was one thing. We used to have lots of fun. I mean, it's ultimate fun in articleship, and you should enjoy the process, okay. I do understand sometimes you may not get the right kind of environment, but you should enjoy the process, because that is what you will remember. Okay, today if you ask me, every day it is a fixed routine, and you have to keep on, start your day. There is a fixed pattern. You end the day, and all of that. These small memories that you have with your friends, so you build your circle at that point of time. We had lots of fun in GMCS also. Okay, that is one more thing. So you should enjoy that moment. That is what is very much important. Then, how many hours did I study daily? Okay, okay. Just a second. Where did I go? Yeah. Yeah. How many hours? Okay, so how many hours daily? If you ask me, it was never fixed. Okay, but by and large, I used to manage some 6 to 8 hours of running. I used to sleep a lot. My sleeping time was like 10 o'clock to in the morning 6:30 or 6 o'clock. I used to sleep. I needed that amount of sleep. It could not, even today. If you ask my family and all, I can sleep. I can sleep anytime. Once I was going to office and I felt sleepy, and I just parked my car on the roadside and I took a nap for 15 minutes, and then I went to office. Okay, so that is what is sleep for me. But if you ask me, I can stay awake also. It's not that I cannot stay awake, but then sleep is. I've slept in meetings also at office. You can ask Sriram once. I was in the studio in a separate room, and I dozed off in the meeting. Okay, when we had these Zoom calls and all, so it happens. So after all, human being, right? So that is one thing. And other than being a CA, okay, I enjoy trains. I enjoy, even today, if you give me an option, I would prefer to travel by train. Okay, I follow trains a lot. That has been one thing. I like photography. I play, keyboard. Not the grand piano, but I play keyboard, some guitar, some drums. Right. Then I like to play chess, and I like to read in free time, and just maybe stand at the balcony and have a sunset view, or be with the nature. I should say that is what I like apart from academics, if you ask me. Okay, so I also wrote CAT, by the way. Scored, I think, 98 percentile. Got shortlisted in a couple of IIMs, but did not go further on that. Sir, you are an all India ranker. Why you not choose? Why did you not choose public sector? In fact, I worked in public sector for 4.5 years. I worked in Bharat Petroleum. If you want to, you can watch one video on India's 19, which we have uploaded, where I've explained you my, Bharat Petroleum journey. First 5-7 minutes, that would be interesting for you. Oh, okay. So Vijay asked the same question. Cat, kindly write a blog to help CA students to help in CAT exams and I am interested. Oh, I think they are very different. I am not an expert in CAT preparation. Okay. In fact, Sriram also would have written CAT when he did his ISB. I am not an expert. For somebody who wants to do an MBA, it is definitely a choice. It's a very different field. Okay. So I am not an expert in CAT or cracking CAT and all of that. So not the right question for me. Maybe you can take help of experts who can, help you in the preparation. How many languages do you know? I know Marwari because I'm a Marwari from Rajasthan. I know Nepali. I can speak Telugu. Obviously, English and Hindi I can read and write and speak. I can understand Kannada. Partly I can understand Bengali as well. I can understand Marathi. It's very close to Hindi, and I also have been in Mumbai for 6-7 years. Partly I can Gujarati because I have a few friends in from Gujarat, so in that way. Right, so that is the language. If you ask me read and write, Marwadi does not have a written script. English, Hindi, and Nepali. Telugu I can read also, but if you ask me to write, I cannot write. Okay. Then, sir, is 60 enough to pass the inter both groups? Yes, of course, 60 is good marks. No, what is the doubt? Your favorite books? Okay, so apart from studies, there have been a lot of books I have read. One book which has changed my perspective, or the way I looked at life and all of that, was this book by Norman Vincent Peale, which is The Power of Positive Thinking. Especially helped me when the times were low, okay, when things were not going the way I wanted them to go. So that was one book which which I actually read a couple of times, and that helped me. Then some books, if those of you who want to read books, you have Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. That is one very good book. Then I did read Alchemist, which is a very good book. Then I read a book called Unposted Letters, a very different perspective about life, right? So that is a very good book. Then How to Win Friends and Influence People, that by Dale Carnegie. That's also a decent book, to read and get anything. Then I remember having, I read one book called The Da Vinci Code. That was also one of the finest novels I read. Largely into more about personality related books rather than novels and all. Okay. Can we do articleship overseas? Yes. सर हिंदी में बात कीजिए तो चलो हिंदी में बात करते हैं फॉर शेख सुलेम तो ऐसे हम बात करते हैं मैं बात कर सकता हूँ अच्छे से हिंदी में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है Have you been to any country for vacation? No, it's been only India. Okay, so let's think. How to maintain consistency and mood swings sometimes. Okay, so that is one thing which all of us go through, right? Even I'm not consistent. Okay, if you ask me, even today, if you ask me, I'm not consistent, right? You can check with my wife or you can check with my partner at office. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you are high on energy. Sometimes you are not consistent. Whenever you feel that you are not being consistent, why? Are you tired? Or are you maybe not very confident? Is there any anxiety? Maybe take a break. And the best way to maintain consistency, if you ask me, have a routine every day. Just before going to bed the previous day, you have your a routine set up. You decide what you want to do the next day, and then finish those things. And at the end of the day, just audit yourself. No need to punish, no need to feel guilty, nothing like that. Okay, I thought I will get up at 6:30. I set up an alarm clock at 6:30. I set up alarm clock at 6:30. I got up at 8 o'clock. Okay, so there you did not achieve your goal. Like this, you do a review, but don't feel guilty. If you feel guilty, it'll impact your confidence. You just run through your day every day for 3-4 days. Automatically, your what do you call inner soul, antaratma, will start telling you, "Arey, you yourself put an alarm clock for 6:30, and you yourself are not getting up. What is this?" So either change the alarm clock or start getting up at 6:30. So like this, you can crack it. Okay, so that is how you'll maintain consistency, right? Then how to crack exams in first attempt? Prepare well, revise well, practice mock test papers, be conceptually clear. That's it. Give you at 100%, you will crack exams in first attempt. Okay, how much did you score in each of CA stages? Okay, so CA foundation, it used to be professional education 1. I scored 352 out of 800, out of 400, not 800. Okay, 352 out of 400 was my score. It was all descriptive. It was not objective. Okay, that's the first thing. CA Inter, I think it was some 470 out of 600. We used to have only 6 papers. CA final was 530 odd out of 800. Okay, so that is what. How I lost somewhere. Just a second. Hey, total income I cannot disclose. Okay, you can check my first salary in that India's 19 video. Then you can do extrapolation, interpolation, whatever you want to do, you can do. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, one thing when we are with Indigo Learn, as on today also, I'll tell you, it's not about making money. We are not drawing market salaries. I'm being very candid about this. Okay, so. It's a gradual business building process. We want to help the students, so all of this coming up. Okay, then coming back, I'll miss somewhere Hindi ho gaya. Then how to crack is done. How you came together with your co-founders and share your views about them. Okay, so I knew Raghu because I was in PwC for a brief while. Okay, Raghu knew Sriram and Raghu knew Sarath, so like that's how we all 4 of us got together. I was looking for moving from a corporate job to teaching because I felt somewhere that I can add value more by teaching than by working in the finance or accounting roles. And that is when this idea came up, and then we discussed, and then we started. Some of you may not be knowing. I have also written a study material for CA final, and I've also worked with the exam department. Right? In that way, then I'm I'm not taking subject related queries. Huh? We'll have a separate session on that. Okay. All are asking serious subject related questions. I don't know why. So 2 months enough to clear CA inter both groups. If you are starting from zero, not possible. If you have already prepared once, if you're just revising, then it is possible. Faculties attending, it's a surprise. You'll get to know. You can come up and meet them. Then, how to keep yourself updated with ongoing amendments? See, one very good way to keep yourself updated is to read the CA journal, follow finance, newsletters, or subscribe to something like BCAJ, Bombay Chartered Accountants Journal. It's a very good journal. You can follow through, you have news publications and all. So that is how you can, keep yourself updated. At least once in a day, visit income tax website, visit GST website, visit maybe ICAI. They'll keep on giving out some updates or the other. Be a part of some groups where these updates are being shared. Okay, so that is how you can actually create your own group at your office, and whatever updates come, they can be shared out there, right? Yes, CA with ACCA will definitely add an edge if you are working with an MNC. Sir, is doing articles in small firms affect any opportunities in interviews? Okay. So in my case, I worked in PW for about 6 months. Then my health did not support me. Then I joined a firm. Small. It was a firm with 5-6 articles. In fact, it was Pranay's dad's office. Okay, and that's where I joined. And I don't think it had any impact in my interview prospects. Okay, you may say, sir, you got a rank. That's why you got interview. It is nothing like that. You know, even in that firm, even in a small firm, if you have done the right kind of work, if you have learned the right way, that is good. Total income for AY 21-22. Okay, I told I'll not disclose this. I have disclosed my salary there. We can actually go through that. You'll complete your articleship. You don't know how much knowledge you have got from these 3 years of articleship. See, you attend a couple of interviews. You will get to know whether the your knowledge is sufficient or not. How did you meet Sarath Velamuri, sir? I think actually we should also have one, ask me anything with Sarath. He is one man tech army for us, right? So Sarath, as I told you, he was he's a close friend of Raghu, and that's how we. What goals you have for yourself now? Okay, so goals keep on shifting. There are some personal milestones, there are some financial milestones. Okay, and right now the goal is to take Indigo Learn to the next level. Okay, that is where entire energy goes in. Okay, sir, my doubt is in CA final, Indigo, FR, and SFM, all ICA illustrations are in the class. Yes, all ICA illustrations. For SFM already has recorded RTPs, MTPs, important questions. FR, I have solved all the book questions, back questions. We'll also be adding RTPs and MTPs. Okay, now see, new course, new syllabus, ICI has to announce, so I cannot comment much. But yes, there will be some changes in law. BCR being out, I expect them to increase the content. Were you always a topper from school days? Yes. In nursery, it might sound funny, but I still remember. Okay, I'm not making a story. Nursery, when I was in nursery, we used to have tables. Two ones or two. I only knew two ka table. 3, 4, and 5. I all wrote randomly. Anything. Okay, I still remember those red marks. I failed in my LKG. Now you might be saying, sir, so much of pressure in LKG. I don't know, but I still remember. Okay, not clearing mathematics actually, and then. My mom took up mathematics. She helped me understand and all of that. Then I started liking it. And then I think from first standard onwards, it was in top three. Top three was the thing throughout the school, college, and not the BCom. BCom, I never studied actually properly. And obviously, see, all of you know about that. Right. Can we get revision classes? We'll be uploading some revision classes very soon. You'll get to know about that. Indigo Learn has grown a lot. Thanks, Vijay. We are happy to have been about I think 9,000 odd paid students. Right? How do you see this growth? So it went well. We started it as a fully online thing even before COVID. Okay. The idea was to become online. Idea was to teach using animation, and it has been growing. It has reached a stable stage. We would like to still grow further. I don't say that we have reached the full potential. We would definitely like to reach more more students, and you as our brand ambassadors, you can take us to more students. What is the daily routine like? Okay, my daily routine currently, okay, as of now, I get up at around 5:36, in that time range. 5 to 6 actually. It's not a fixed thing. Then do some maybe stretches, meditation. Okay, then if possible, go down for a walk along with my wife. And otherwise, then it depends. Okay, so that is not very fixed, but then yes, a meditation or an exercise is a must. Okay, then we me and my wife, we sit together, we talk about, we chat, and then she gets into her kitchen, and then around 7:10, need to wake up my daughter. Then then that 7 to 8 is that kind of a thing where everything has to be in time, because we need to drop my daughter to school by 8:45. So 8 to 8:15 is, sorry, 7 to 8:15 is that time of everything has to be in so much time. Then I have a breakfast, and then drop my daughter to school. We do actually a carpool, so there are 4 kids. Someday I have to drop, someday the other kid's parent, they would be dropping. And when I have to drop her to school, I drop her to school, and then I reach office. Otherwise, I reach office directly. And right now the schedule is then from 9 to 12:30 or 1, I am recording. And in between, answering your forum queries, or after the recording, answering your forum queries, then some admin work, some accounting work, some GST doubt, okay, some financials related work. Then we have our own internal meetings that goes on. Then I do final edits. So we one thing, I don't know how many of you know it, the entire content is reviewed by either me or Sriram or Sudha or Saibdeep, some or Yoga Vishnu, someone who knows the subject. It is gone through entirely. The faculty goes through, and that is where we get reasonably 99.5% accuracy in the lectures. Okay, so that is the routine. Then leave office around 5:30, 5:36, depending on the work and all of that. Come back home, coffee, then after break, then have dinner, and then some maybe some playing with the kids or calling somebody. And then 9:30, 10, I'm off. 10 generally. Sometimes we have these sessions, and then that is when right now what's the time? 8:30. So after the session we'll have my dinner, and then continues. That's the broad routine. Okay. Quick revision chart. You have I understand you've given a request, but so the things take time. Okay, so gradually we'll be implementing those. Why did you leave corporate? Okay, so when I joined BPCL, I was in where is this Sugam, yeah. Why did you? I joined BPCL. I was put to audit. I asked for a transfer from audit, which they refused. They wanted me to continue in audit. They gave me some project around systems implementation, which I did not enjoy a lot. After audit, I didn't enjoy a lot, because 3 years of articleship in audit, another 3 years of internal audit. But one thing, internal audit did give me a wide perspective of various aspects of corporate. Okay, different functions in the corporate, operations, management, logistics, everything. But then after some point of time, it was kind of the learning had hit a plateau. So then I moved to another company called Traffic Europe. Again, there again the learning was limited. I couldn't find much of value addition there. And also the life in Mumbai, leave office for office at 7:30, come back home at maybe 9, 10, sometimes 11, sometimes 1, sometimes 2. Okay, so that was actually taking a toll on personal life, health, right? So, and you know just this is the thing, while correcting papers, felt that can add some value, can teach students, so that they can get that extra push, and they can be on the other side of the pass mark. They can do better in the career. I'd interviewed a lot of CAs, and I felt the what happens. One thing for all of you also, don't think that passing CA is the end. Okay, I've seen CAs not able to speak, not able to understand, not able to tell kind of journal entries that has to be passed. We feel journal entries is basic. We don't pay much attention, but then once you are at the corporate, you should know, if I pass this entry, what will be the impact on the PNL, on the balance sheet. Okay, so saw a lacking at when I was interviewing candidates, saw a lacking in the student side, and that is where this inclination to teach. And then like-minded people, we came up, and then all of this started. Then, are you investing in stock market? Yes. And I suggest every one of you to at least start SIPs in mutual funds. Buy some good blue chip companies. Open a demat account. Don't do this day trading, morning buying, evening selling, and all of that. Okay, market will not go up forever. But do buy blue chip companies. Track them, because see what happens is, only when you do, you will know. Maybe invest 1,000 rupees, buy 3 shares of ITC. That's it. Read their annual report. Follow the stock prices. That is when you will understand. What you are learning. Okay. Then I'm from Tamil Nadu, interested to do. Yeah, Bombay. See, one thing I tell everybody is you should spend at least 1 to 2 years of your life in Mumbai. Okay. That will teach you the value of time. That will teach you how to keep on moving. Okay. You will see the struggle there. You will see variety there. You will see the Andila. You will see, people around, Dharavi. You will see a variety of people, lot of learnings, the discipline. That is something which you can learn by living in the city. Like, Mumbai, if you ask me, that is one thing. You should be there 1 to 2 years of your life, and if you like it, you can maybe continue. That's not a thing. Happy moments. There are many happy moments. When I got the first time CA foundation results was, that was really motivating for me. CA final results after that. Okay, then getting the first job. Obviously, then getting married, having kid. Right. So, and when we reach few milestones at Indigo Learn, that also makes us happy. When we see our students succeeding, that makes us happy. Right. That is what we are looking at. To. Can I join Indigo Learn after becoming CA? Yes, of course you can join. Even as a CA inter, if your articleship is over, you can. We are happy to take you in if you meet the criteria. New articleship, we do not know, not very sure. It is valuable. Okay. Is it valuable to intern in corporate finance fields of big investment management firms after learning financial modeling in a couple of months of before starting articleship? See, if you are getting any internship opportunities, no, any of these big organizations, any MNCs, even maybe a medium size broking firm where they can add some value. Even if they take you for free, or even if they don't pay you, but you have an opportunity to work for 2 months or 3 months, you should definitely try that. Because I'll tell you one big problem what a lot of students face after they clear is, ab kya kare, what to do now? We cleared CA. Should we go for audit? Should we go for tax, practice? So many confusion. Unless you get this experience, it's going to be very difficult. So if anyone is getting an opportunity, I would say, take it. There is no doubt about that. When Frenil sir will take the session, okay, so we wanted Frenil. I think Frenil is taking on third, if I'm not wrong. It's tomorrow. I'll just have to cross check because he's not keeping well. Okay, so that way. I don't work with other CAs. I'm full time with Indigo Learn. In which concept you disclose salary? Ind AS 19. Search for Ind AS 19. There I've disclosed. Sir, can we earn 2.5 lakhs per month if you qualify CA with good knowledge, skill, and expertise? Okay. Now it is a question of when. Can you learn 2.5? Can you earn 2.5 lakhs in the first month after CA? Right now, it is highly doubtful because that is not the package range what you get. But yes, if you get an international placement, it is possible. Okay, so what you have to do is you look at the campus placements. So currently, the best salary for a domestic placement in campus, like paid by maybe Airtel, maybe by ITC, maybe by PNG, HUL, and all of that, I think that falls in the range of 20 to 25 lakhs per annum. Okay, which roughly translates into your if it's 25 lakhs, about 2 lakhs per annum. That is the best for Indian placement. Okay, some exceptional students will get a higher salary. That is a different thing. Okay, don't benchmark yourself against that. Now, this salary will grow. Even if you join at a lower level, let's say 12 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, that will grow. Okay, even if you join at 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, it will grow. But then don't benchmark your first job against salary. Think whether I will learn or not. You see, it has to be salary has to be decent. I'm not asking you to go out and work for 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs per annum. I'm not saying that. But salary has to be decent. Learning has to be the priority. Okay. Who is your favorite faculty at Indigo? No, you guys, you are trapping me with this question. Actually, I have not thought of it. Who is my favorite faculty? Okay. So I don't know what answer to give right now. So anyway, if I have to just go back and see, so okay, each faculty has a different speciality. Okay, so Some have depth in knowledge, some have the way they engage the students, some have the way to, they crack the, maybe some jokes while teaching, right? So it would be unfair on my part to, pick and choose any single faculty, right? Because everyone has put, their efforts in making the subject simpler. So I'll give a diplomatic answer and leave it here, Ashwin, because I think we chose the best of the best faculties to teach our students, and you know, it's unfair that I say, okay, this is only one person is the best or the favorite. ICI notification, Kiranmai. The last when I met them, they said around the outline will be final around November, and February is when we can get the broad syllabus and all the content. So I think we need to wait with the ICI's thing. Have you ever thought of setting up practice? No, I did not think, because I thought it was difficult to manage, income tax officers. Okay, sir, engineers getting more package than us. Okay, so on the salary thing, no, you have to look at, are all engineers getting more salary than CAs? It is not the case. Okay, there will be exceptional candidates. There will be brilliant candidates. In the engineering, maybe MBAs, maybe CAs. There will be people who will earn more than you. Okay, it is not about engineer. All the engineers don't earn more than your salary. In fact, if you're not an engineer from top grade college, your starting salary would be around 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs per annum only, right? So don't benchmark against, okay, oh, that engineer is earning more salary. We have seen, we have hired engineering interns in our firm at maybe 20-25,000 per month. They went up to earning up to 60-65, in our organization. They moved to other organizations, their salary went like 100% every year, it went up. But then that is the individual's talent, I would say. Engineering plays a role, but his talent that he could deploy, while working with us, the value that he could bring to us, that is what will determine your salary. And let me tell you one thing, just because you have a stamp of CA, it is not that you are, suddenly they will take you, they'll come with garland and they will say, okay, please come, please join our organization. From today onwards, you will be the CFO. It does not work that way. I've been a part of 85 candidates who were called for HUL interview. Only one was selected. Okay. I have seen rank holders not speaking up in group discussions and interviews. So it is not that, okay, I've become a C, I've taken a membership, GMC has done, ITT done, this done, that done. And from next day onwards, somebody will come and tell me, okay, so and so, this 2 lakhs per month salary, you please come and join. It will not work that way. Right? Throughout your school life, they would have told, after 10th, your life is settled. Then in 12th, they would have told, after 12th, your life is settled. Then after degree, they would have said, after degree, your life is settled. After CA, your life is settled. After CA, you will realize, oh, now career is there. Then they will say, okay, after first job, your life is settled. It keeps on happening. So you have to enjoy the process, and, salary will follow. You have to bring value for that salary. Right. AMA session with Varun and Raghu. They're unfortunately not available currently for this thing, so that's why we could fit only 5 faculties. Right. Funny moments during articleship. I think I spoke about me making a lot of hangamas, doing a lot of hangama at office, okay, making a lot of fun, especially when sir was not around. Okay. There were serious moments also where by mistake we paid extra. I calculated extra tax, and we paid extra tax on behalf of one client, and that was really 30th September 10 o'clock. It was so stressful. I just can't explain that. Then what was your percentage in BCom? BCom percentage is 80. Favorite music? I like, soft music in the soft genre. Okay, whatever comes in that, maybe Hindi, something like maybe Arjit Singh, or something like Arjit Singh, Shan, okay, KK, those kind of movies. Then are you Telugu? No, I'm from Rajasthan, so I'm a Marwari. My wife, she she completed a CA inter. Suddenly there is a spam. Just a second. Okay. Book currently reading. Currently, I'm reading a book called, just a second, the full name, if I have to say you. It's by Mr. M regarding Himalayan, I think, monk is the title. That is the title what I'm reading, Mr. M. Just a second. Apprentice to a Himalayan Master. That is what I am reading currently. Okay. I want to become CA. How to start study? I'm in first year of BCom. Start a take CA foundation book, open the books and start studying. Right now we are giving free lectures. Please go and start watching them and get a feel of how CA journey looks like. Do you watch movies? Yes, I do watch movies. Yeah, I do watch movies. What kind of movies? Any movie which has a good rating, so I can take up. Your all-time favorite movie, Dhamal. Favorite actor keeps on changing. So right now, currently Rajkumar Rao. Okay. Then thank you, K. Okay, conduct a session with Saibdeep sir also. He is one who understand my queries properly. As sometimes I become ambitious. Okay, so will I think Saibdeep, if you are a part of this session, please make a note of it. Okay, how to be focused and consistent daily? Again, as I told you, even I am not consistent at times. It's again make a routine, follow the routine. That helps you. I don't want to work under anyone after qualifying, so please recommend self-employed jobs. Okay, if you don't want to work under anyone, practice is one. There also you have to work under a client. Teaching is one. You have to work under students. Okay, so at some point or the other, because you are working, somebody is paying you. You have to work for that. Good, good. If you are investing in SIPs, a hobby I mentioned, love to play chess, keyboard, and travel, of course. Sometimes trains I like. First, I want to thank you for SM lectures. Thanks, Suraj, where I enjoyed learning. Great, great, great that you're liking it. Sir, the one thing you followed, one thing which was consistent is 7 till evening 7:30 or 8. Okay, in 2 hours of blocks, I used to study. That was consistent. Manage studies during articleship, morning 2 hours, evening 2 hours. Group 2 key strategy we will discuss in a separate video. I will not include in this. Then, do you think CA Final 23 can be cracked if we start from scratch now? Yes, I think we have 1 year, 2 months left. You have to, but the thing is, if you are starting now, you have to ensure you spend some 6 to 8 hours every day so that you complete all your studies and then you can prepare for your exams. Campus placement, definitely yes, we will get back. Yogesh, you'll get certified copies in about 30 days time, 30 to 35 days time. Surya Ravi, for the specific doubts, we'll conduct separate sessions. There you can ask, or you can ask in the forums. Okay, there we'll be able to help you. Best places for articleship, I am personally not aware. You have to talk to your seniors, or you have to talk, into the firms at Chennai, maybe Coimbatore, maybe a good place to, do it. I want to start group one from scratch. Is it possible to crack November 22? Very, very difficult because you have just 2 months left. Okay. So it's difficult. I'll not say that, I'll not, for the sake of saying, I'll say that, okay, in 60 days you can crack. Because 60 days mean only 15 days per, subject. And it may be very difficult to complete one reading even in those 15 days. Surya, I would request you to put these queries in the forum. We'll take it appropriately and, we'll look into the queries. Is actuarial science a good combination? Yes, it is a good combination. Which was your first vehicle? First vehicle was a second-hand Hero Honda Splendor, which I bought because I was finding it difficult to travel. Not difficult, actually, too much of tiring to travel by bus and come back from college. I'm not practicing. Full-time dedication to Indigo Learn only. In orientation course, they'll teach you how to speak, your communication skills. Will you come for September for Coimbatore? No, I am not coming for Coimbatore meetup. YCA, I think it told in the beginning you can do it. Satya sir have his own practice? No, he doesn't have his own practice. He's into another startup called Kheti, where he helps farmers. Siblings, I have a sister. Who is your first crush? No, my wife is here, so no crush as such. Sir, your favorite brands? I was not a brand person initially. Okay, now there is no specific brand. Something which fits me, I buy that, and something which my wife feels that it fits me, I'll buy that. What is the fee? Hmm. You studied on your own or attended classes? I studied on my own. I used to hate coaching, but and then I had to start a coaching institute. During my studies time, I used to hate coaching. How you dealt with stress during articleship? Stress used to be there, and I don't know how did I did it, but if I look back now, it was more about doing things in the given time, completing the work, taking your principal's help. It's very important. Okay, you take your seniors' help, and it will help you to manage your stress. See, I'll not tell you my salary. Okay. Uh, if okay, so one thing I can tell you now is I'm director at Indigo Learn. Okay, you can figure out a way to find out our salaries. It is publicly available. I can tell you so much. Okay, we are directors, and it is publicly available. If you if you have read corporate law, if you understand corporate law, you'll be able to track our salaries. And I would be really happy if somebody shares with me that, okay sir, this is your salary for this year. Let us see, out of this 55 60 people attending, let's see who can download, and who can let us know. Free classes, sorry, it costs us a lot. Okay, every day we are streaming close to some 4,000, 5,000 hours of content, right? So it is really not very cost effective for us to extend the free access. Ashwin is giving ideas. Ashwin, not 11% of net profit. We are not yet profitable on a net profit basis. Okay. Family, my father, my mother, they have a business in Nepal that I told you. They keep on visiting us. Right now, we are at Hyderabad. And then yeah, that's it. A small family, me, my wife, my daughter. Okay, and both of them are smiling. They're just right in front. Fine, I think we have answered a lot of questions. You have been thorough in asking the questions. You want to wait? Come. So she's listening. You can come. Okay, she doesn't want. She's you want to come? Yeah, come this way. Come. So my daughter is here. Yeah, come. Yeah, she's there. Okay. Sure. Right, then I can't speak in Tamil. I can speak partly in Kannada. Yeah, everyone is saying hi to Yovika. Yeah, hi from her as well. Hobbies, I told again, I'm repeating: keyboard, chess, sometimes reading, trains. Yeah. So I think I've answered a lot of your questions. If you have anything else to ask, you can ask, and otherwise we'll call up the session because it's 8:50, and I think all of us should break for dinner. CMA Inter Accounts and GST classes. You can check it under Buy Courses section. Thanks. Yes, it is possible to meet. If you are in Hyderabad, you can come down and meet. If I'm traveling to Bangalore or some other place, I'll just let you guys know. You can do it. Yeah, we do watch movies. Recently, I watched one movie called Hit, right? Hit, the first case. Then definitely you can come. You can intern with us. That is also possible. A lot of our students are doing the internship with us as well. Extracurricular activities, as I told you again, it revolves around those things only. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your wishes, and thanks for joining in and staying in the session for long. I hope yeah, you can come as interns after articleship. Yes, Sayut is. You can definitely reach out to us. Student meetup again. There'll be a in face-to-face interaction with the faculty. With one of the co-founders or one of the team members who will be traveling. Okay, and we'll try to bring one industry expert who will give you perspective about the industry, what are the kind of jobs, practice, and all of that. And then we can take up your questions, so we can interact with you in person. See, we started purely as an online platform, and we definitely want to connect with your students. What food you like the most? Okay, so a lot of again spread out there. But yes, if you ask me, I like pasta, I like dosa, specific dosas out here. Then sometimes I also like dal rice as well. Okay. Then Meetup right now. The meetup is scheduled at Coimbatore. No offline class in future for now. So tomorrow we'll have one more faculty. I'll just have to confirm the name. We'll have one more faculty who would be coming in live and having discussion with you. Right? Chalo, it was nice interacting with all of you, and have a nice time. Have a dinner on time. I also need to catch up for my dinner. Chalo, bye bye. Take care.